I hate to say it, but school was right. Now, hear me out. I think what I'm really trying to say is there were a lot of things in school that I felt like I neglected and pushed to the side because a lot of what I got from school wasn't useful to begin with. Now, I know the education system isn't the best. We can go on and on about different arguments about that. But what I am here to talk about are where we failed as students. With me having graduated and being an adult and learning things on my own, I realized that the process of learning becomes so much more important. And what I found myself replicating is what I got from school, even though I wasn't paying attention to it. And it's not even something that was taught to me, more so of just like what I did and what I didn't do to kind of help learn. One of the things I've picked up recently is writing essays. I've started to do that, and it is a great way to learn and to pick up knowledge and to test your knowledge on different things. I'm actually working on a video right now about that. And there's another guy who I referenced in there who talks about it. Great, great stuff. You should write some mini essays about things and journaling. But so, you may think, essays, people write essays, what else is there? Whenever we read a textbook and they give you those chapter objectives or the learning objectives, I never knew to go back and to read those after I read the chapter to see what I actually retained. Now that I've been writing my own questions for things that I'm trying to learn, that's been extremely useful. And I mean, whatever it is I'm trying to learn. If I'm trying to learn how to buy a house, if I'm trying to learn how to do my taxes, if I'm trying to learn how to blah, 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 I just ask myself, did I remember these main points or these main things that I said I'd know and I'd learn? If not, I don't know it well enough. And I got that from school. I think because of the social media and the internet, we've learned to push away from hard things, which increases our stupidity. And I'm also starting to see people who just aren't learning anymore. Now that you don't have to, they don't find anything. And I'm not saying you have to learn quantum physics or anything crazy, but just pick something up so you're continuously training that retrieval and gathering of information. Because if you don't, you lose it. So it's just crazy because I've actually started to implement like review problems, review questions, teaching myself different things, writing essays more often, and reading. I actually didn't read at all when I was younger, so now that's something new I'm able to do. But these are all things that I'm starting to pick up now and do that I was told to do in school that I didn't really pay attention to. And it got me wondering, what were the things that were actually useful in school that we just didn't listen to? And I'm not talking about all the nonsense. What are the actual pieces of gold that we got? If you have something like that, please put it in the comments, and I'd love to give it a shot.